Why chasing women doesn't work, and what to do instead. Modern Stoic. A man who desires nothing is invincible. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever wondered why chasing women never works? The more effort you pour into winning her over, the more she pulls away. Gone are the times when a man would show true love and constantly pursue a woman to get the love back. Today, chasing only signals neediness and lowers your value. And yet, there are men, calm, confident, and seemingly effortless, who naturally attract high-value women. What are they doing differently? It's not magic, it's not luck, it's an understanding of human nature and self-mastery. In this video, we will break down the exact principles that make women gravitate towards certain men while ignoring others. By the end, you won't just understand why chasing doesn't work, you'll know precisely what to do instead to command attention, respect, and genuine attraction. Get ready to take notes because this could change the way you see attraction forever. Let's dive in. Number 9. Be a monster. In life, true attraction comes from embracing your power and learning how to control it. Society often tells you to be harmless, to hide your strength and avoid aggression. But this mindset is completely wrong. You should develop the strength of a lion, fierce, strong, but calm and composed. If you're harmless, you're like a rabbit, vulnerable, unable to assert yourself, and, frankly, not very attractive. Instead, you should become a force, capable of great power, but choosing when and how to use it. This kind of strength is what draws respect from others, especially women. A man who can control his power and choose to be kind, yet unafraid to defend himself when needed, has an aura that is impossible to ignore. You don't need to show your strength constantly, but when you do, it's clear that you are a force to be reckoned with. The meek may never inspire true respect, and they will always be vulnerable to those who aren't afraid to wield their power. So, develop your strength, control it, and walk through life with quiet confidence. This is what will attract respect and create an irresistible presence. How do you feel about embracing your power in this way? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 8. There are plenty of fish in the sea. This is a truth most men refuse to accept, yet it is the very key to mastering attraction. If you believe a woman is irreplaceable, you hand over your power, your control, and ultimately your worth. That is the mistake of men who have not yet grasped the wisdom of Epictetus. He who is enslaved by desire is not free. The modern man who follows Stoicism. Wynne does not cling to a single woman as if she is his only option. He understands that attachment leads to suffering, and suffering is self-inflicted. If you put a woman on a pedestal, you diminish yourself. Women sense this desperation like a predator senses fear. The moment you believe she is the one, you step into a mental prison of scarcity, where every move you make is dictated by the fear of losing her. And what happens when you operate from fear? You lose. Because attraction is not built on neediness, it thrives on abundance. In the grand scheme of life, half the world's population is female. 50%. Yet weak men convince themselves that this one woman is so special that they abandon logic, discipline, and self-respect. That is not love, that is obsession. An obsession is weakness. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A man who embraces Stoicism understands this. He does not chase validation from a woman. He builds himself into a man of value, and women naturally gravitate toward him. Look around. How many men suffer because they let a single woman define their self-worth? They become shadows of themselves, sacrificing their ambitions, their purpose, their very essence, just to keep her interested. But a man of power does the opposite. He walks away the moment his worth is questioned, because he knows that true value comes from within, not from external validation. Imagine a king who begs a servant for approval. Absurd, right? Then why do so many men lower themselves before a woman, thinking that if they just please her enough, she will choose them? That is not the mindset of a Stoic. That is the mindset of a man who has already lost. The real winners in life, The ones who women truly desire are those who live by a different code. They do not need permission to be great. They do not need one woman to validate their existence. They move with purpose, and as a result, they command respect. This is your wake-up call. If you're still stuck thinking one woman is the end-all, be-all, you have already given away your freedom. Take it back. Realize that you are the prize. Women respect men who respect themselves. They are drawn to men who have options, who walk with confidence, who do not hesitate to walk away if they are not valued. It is time to step into your power. Like this video if you refuse to chase, comment, "I am the prize" if you understand your worth, and subscribe for more lessons in strength, wisdom, and unshakable confidence. Because in the end, the man who controls his emotions controls the game. Number 7. Don't chase them. Chasing girls around is a horrible trait seen in almost every puny guy. They know that women are deeply emotional beings, and they use this knowledge to their advantage. Recognizing that emotions play a significant role in decision-making, high-value men approach women with patience and awareness. Instead of rushing into a direct request, like asking for a woman's number, they take the time to engage in meaningful conversations. They understand the importance of creating a connection, building rapport, and allowing the woman to feel comfortable in their presence. This initial emotional connection lays the groundwork for a stronger bond, as women are more likely to say yes when they feel emotionally aligned with someone. Furthermore, high-value men are also keenly aware that women often prefer to feel in control of situations, particularly when it comes to dating. They don't impose their own desires or rush into setting up plans. Instead, they suggest options and leave the decision-making in the hands of the woman. This subtle yet powerful approach makes her feel empowered and respected, increasing the likelihood of a positive response. By aligning their actions with a deeper understanding of how women think and feel, high-value men dramatically improve their chances of success. They don't just rely on superficial tactics or fleeting charm. They build genuine connections that are rooted in emotional intelligence. In today's world, where emotional awareness and connection are key to successful relationships, these men know the value of patience, respect, and understanding in cultivating meaningful interactions. Through their approach, they show that true confidence and value aren't about pursuing someone relentlessly, but rather allowing the woman to feel heard, valued, and in control, ultimately leading to a stronger, more authentic connection. If you are a high-value man, live by that principle and comment confirming, "I don't play games." If you are a high-value man, live by that principle and leave a comment confirming, "I don't play games." Number 6. The power of smart compliments. Women like being complimented a lot, and occasionally you should drop a genuine compliment. Instead of chasing, we should focus on cultivating qualities that attract and maintain genuine connections. One powerful way to do this is through the art of smart compliments. Women, just like men, enjoy being appreciated, but it's important to understand that the way compliments are delivered can make all the difference. While it's tempting to shower her with constant praise, this can come across as desperate and lacking authenticity. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, "To be excellent at anything requires a mastery of balance." Complimenting a woman excessively can disrupt this balance and undermine your efforts. A true compliment should go beyond superficial flattery. Many men make the mistake of complimenting a woman's physical appearance, but this often falls flat. Women receive compliments about their looks all the time, so it's not as impactful as it might seem. Instead, focus on what makes her unique. Praise her intelligence, humor, drive, or the energy she brings into a room. These types of compliments reflect genuine admiration for her character, and they speak to something deeper than just outward beauty. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you compliment her in a way that highlights her inner qualities, you're reflecting your ability to recognize and appreciate her beyond the surface. The key here is subtlety. Drop these compliments naturally into conversation, ensuring they don't feel forced or insincere. This approach allows her to feel genuinely seen and valued, without making the conversation about you or your desires. For example, instead of commenting on her physical appearance, remark on how she has a remarkable ability to stay calm under pressure, or how her sense of humor always brightens your day. By focusing on her strengths and qualities that aren't immediately visible, you create a deeper connection based on respect and admiration. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Complimenting her in a meaningful way will not only improve your connection, but also reflect the wisdom of maintaining a balanced and thoughtful approach to relationships. In real life, many men struggle with this concept. They might think that compliments are only effective when they focus on appearance, but the truth is, a compliment that resonates deeply is much more effective in building genuine attraction. Women are often drawn to men who can appreciate them for who they are, not just how they look. So, next time you're with a woman you admire, remember to keep your compliments thoughtful and specific. Make her feel valued for her inner qualities, and you'll find that a meaningful connection grows naturally. Number 5. Be neutral. If you let emotions blind you, you will fall into the oldest trap known to man, seeing only what you want to see. Infatuation distorts reality. It turns flaws into perfections, red flags into minor inconveniences, and illusions into certainty. This is dangerous. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A Stoic man does not chase shadows. He sees reality as it is, not as he wishes it to be. Your goal is not just to win a woman's affection, but to keep it, and that demands clarity. If you allow yourself to be led by nothing but raw attraction, you risk investing in a fantasy rather than a real connection. How many men have wasted years chasing a woman who never truly saw them? How many have built relationships on air, only to watch them collapse? You must operate with awareness, not wishful thinking. When you meet a woman, do not idolize her. Observe, listen, pay attention to what she says, what she does, and more importantly, what she avoids saying and doing. If she's the right one, reality will confirm it. If not, it's better to know early. Love is not about possession. It's about appreciation. As Osho wisely put it, you do not need to convince someone to fit into your life. The right one will align naturally. Stoicism teaches discipline in thought and action. Apply it here. Be neutral, step back. Ask yourself, do I like her or do I like the idea of her? A man who cannot control his emotions is controlled by them. You are not a boy lost in a dream. You are a man who shapes reality. The best way to attract a woman is not by losing yourself in fantasy, but by standing firm in truth. Stoicism. Win is achieved when you operate from strength, wisdom, and self-respect, not blind desire. The greatest mistake men make is thinking that attraction alone is enough. It is not. A true relationship is built on compatibility, shared values, and mutual respect. Be the man who sees things as they are, who refuses to be led by illusions, and who moves forward with power. If you agree, comment below. I choose clarity over illusion. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with a man who needs it. Number 4. Play with psychology. Do not fall into the illusion that simply ignoring women will make them chase you. If that were the case, every introverted or shy man would be overwhelmed with attention. But reality does not work that way. Women are not attracted to indifference. They are drawn to presence, confidence, and a sense of mystery, not deliberate coldness. Throughout history, men have used countless methods to spark interest, from showcasing their physical strengths to mastering psychological strategies. But the true path of wisdom lies in understanding how attraction works on a deeper level. Instead of resorting to manipulation, which often backfires, the best approach is to subtly shape the way she perceives you through honest and authentic communication. Practical Stoicism teaches us that self-mastery and emotional control are far more powerful than chasing external validation. A woman begins to develop feelings when she senses reliability, depth, and a man who is not easily swayed by emotions. This is where Stoic rules come into play. By mastering your emotions, maintaining composure, and speaking with clarity, you create an aura of trustworthiness. One powerful technique is to speak with complete honesty. The moment she perceives that you never exaggerate, never sugarcoat, and always communicate in a straightforward yet respectful manner, her subconscious starts associating you with a man of integrity, someone she can rely on. Honesty is a rare trait in a world filled with half-truths and social masks, making it a silent force of attraction. By consistently expressing genuine thoughts and insights, you subconsciously plant the idea in her mind that you are not like the rest. This subtle psychological play lowers her guard without her even realizing it, making her feel safe in your presence. Women, like men, long for emotional security and certainty, and when they sense that you are a rock in the shifting tides of life, their respect and attraction naturally grow. You are not chasing, rather, you are drawing her in with an undeniable presence. Mastering the art of influence is not about trickery, it is about embodying a presence that commands attention effortlessly. In today's modern world, where deception and superficiality are everywhere, being a man who stands by his words and embodies stability is rare. If you truly want her to develop feelings for you, forget about mind games and focus on self-mastery. The strongest form of attraction is not built on manipulation, but on being a man who walks his own path of wisdom with confidence and clarity. Number 3. Spawn happiness. High-value men understand that their worth doesn't depend on having a woman by their side. They are not afraid of being alone. Ask yourself, why do you desire a relationship? If the answer is anything other than because I want to be with someone I love and who loves me back, you are not truly ready for a relationship. High-value men know that they are enough on their own. They do not seek validation from others, especially from women. They understand that their happiness, success, and purpose are not tied to a partner. This understanding of self-worth exudes confidence, and women can sense it. It is this inner strength, this powerful self-reliance, that draws women in, not the desperate need for their attention. As the great philosopher Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. High-value men embody this philosophy, knowing that they do not need to control others or rely on external validation to feel whole. They are complete without anyone else. This makes them powerful and magnetic, as their energy is not centered on pleasing others, but on pursuing their own purpose. This is a lesson for every man. Do not fear being alone, for it is in solitude that you discover your strength and your true value. If you can embrace this mindset, you will never be afraid to walk away from a relationship that does not serve you. Remember, it is better to be alone than to settle for less than you deserve. High-value men understand this truth deep within. Do you? Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe in the power of self-sufficiency and inner strength. What are you waiting for? Step into your power and let go of the fear of solitude. Please comment, I'm not afraid of being alone. Number 2, be aware. In today's world, where superficial advice is sold at a premium to men seeking clarity, you must be vigilant. Many self-proclaimed experts package generic wisdom and parade it as the ultimate truth. Yet when men apply these so-called solutions, they find themselves even more lost. They end up ceding control over their own lives, trapped in cycles of disappointment and frustration. The path of wisdom demands that you question everything before adopting it as your own. Instead of blindly following advice that claims to work universally, develop a deep awareness of yourself and the situation you are in. Practical Stoicism teaches that no one, not even the wisest philosopher, can hand you a rulebook that applies to every scenario. The modern Stoic understands that wisdom is not about rigid adherence to another man's teachings, but about discerning what truly aligns with your nature. Think of life like a battlefield, where each warrior must choose his own strategy based on his strengths, weaknesses, and the terrain ahead. A lesson that works for one may lead another to ruin. Stoic rules do not dictate robotic obedience, but instead encourage understanding, adaptation, and rational action. That's why, when it comes to relationships, no one can tell you exactly how to act and guarantee success. The way a woman expresses her emotions, the way she builds a connection with you, these are nuanced, shaped by her past, her present, and the unspoken language that exists between the two of you. This is why awareness is everything. It is not about memorizing tactics or playing mind games. It is about truly seeing what is happening before you. If you wish to be the kind of man who attracts women naturally, you must cultivate a presence that commands respect, not because you follow a script, but because you embody the kind of self-mastery that Stoic philosophy champions. When you move with confidence, self-respect, and emotional resilience, you will naturally draw in those who recognize your worth. The problem many men face is that they seek a shortcut, a foolproof formula to make women fall for them. But attraction is not built on manipulation. It is built on presence, confidence, and the ability to remain steady in an unpredictable world. Understanding this puts you ahead of those who are constantly chasing validation. It allows you to walk a path where you do not need to demand attention because your energy commands it effortlessly. The modern Stoic recognizes that every situation requires a different approach. The way a woman expresses affection, the words she chooses, the subtle hints in her behavior, these all vary based on her nature and her experiences. Instead of looking for a checklist of exact phrases to gauge her interest, train yourself to perceive the deeper emotional currents beneath her words. Observe patterns, listen carefully, and understand that true connection is built on mutual respect and understanding, not rehearsed lines or scripted behaviors. So whenever you find yourself consuming advice, pause and ask yourself, does this truly apply to my unique situation? Is this advice pushing me towards strength and self-reliance, or is it making me dependent on external validation? Awareness is your greatest tool. The more you refine it, the clearer your path will become, and the more naturally you will attract the right kind of people into your life. Wisdom is not given. It is earned through experience, through reflection, and through the discipline of observing reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Let this understanding guide your interactions, and you will find that you no longer need to chase, because the right people will be drawn to you effortlessly. Number 1. Show your values. In today's world, many men are caught in the trap of chasing external validation, particularly when it comes to relationships with women. Yet, this approach is fundamentally flawed. The world is experiencing a crisis of weak men, individuals who lack self-respect and live without purpose or direction. While many men understand how to improve themselves, few take the necessary steps to do so. They choose the temporary, fleeting pain of regret over the enduring, transformative pain of discipline. However, this needs to change. Instead of chasing fleeting pleasures or external approval, you must embrace the discipline of personal growth. It's not the world that should define you. It's you against the world. You need to be strong enough and disciplined enough to conquer life's challenges, even on your worst days. When you engage in desperate actions or place unnecessary pressure on others to validate your worth, you only undermine your own value. If you don't raise your self-worth, how can you expect anyone else to? And more importantly, why would a woman, or anyone for that matter, want to be with someone who lacks confidence in themselves? Even if you manage to attract someone momentarily, the relationship will never last because self-doubt inevitably erodes any connection built on insecurity. The truth is, women don't want men who are constantly seeking their approval. They are drawn to those who have their own ambitions, purpose, and sense of self-worth. When you focus on improving yourself, pursuing your goals, and building a life of value, attracting women becomes effortless. Women are attracted to men who have their own lives in order, those who are already on their path to greatness. In this process, women come as a bonus, not the ultimate goal. So instead of obsessing over chasing women, pour your energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Discover your strengths, pursue your passions, and commit to working harder than anyone else. The greatness you desire lies beyond the struggles you face now. All it takes is the right mindset. In today's world, it's crucial to understand that you must be the prize, not the pursuer. Success in your life will naturally attract those who appreciate you for what you've built and become. So focus on being a man of value. Chase your dreams and let everything else follow.